Hey Scorpio, how are you? Scorpio, thanks so much for watching. This is going to be your love and romance reading for the first half of November of 2018. So roughly this is going to cover the 1st through the 15th, okay? Or around that time frame. So let's go ahead and see what energies is out there that Scorpio could be experiencing this first half of November for love and romance. And I apologize for being a little late with this upload, Scorpio. Scorpio for around the 1st through 15th of 2018 of November. Scorpio, love and romance. What do they need to know? What's the strongest message here for Scorpio in love and romance? What energy here does Scorpio need to be aware of in love and romance for 2018 of November? Right there. All right, Scorpio, thanks for being patient with me. This will be for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. If it doesn't resonate for you, then just please watch your other signs where you may get more of a clearer picture. And then under the deck, we're going to put there. All right, Scorpio, let's see. So the first card we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Oh, wow. Okay, so Scorpio, we got two knights here. All right, Scorpio, how this represents, how this could relate to your relationship. I feel like for some of you Scorpios, I'm getting a vibe of, you know, there is like this need to like really maybe assess yourself in this situation. You may be trying to decide, you know, or you may be trying to really understand the feelings that you do have for this person. I feel like for them, they may be giving you like a lot of attention, a lot of affection maybe. They may be really expressive of their ideals, okay? And for some of you, that may be the reason why you're just really taking in account, you know, the feelings that you really do have for him or for them, him or her, it doesn't matter. I do see two knights here, Scorpio. There is the Knight of Cups and then the Knight of Swords. So this could represent that if you are the Knight of Cups, with that being in your element, then that could also be saying that this person that you're dealing with could be an air sign. They could be a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. Probably a Libra. I know that a lot of you Scorpios have been dealing with Libras here for the past few readings, or a particular Libra here that's been on your mind. And I really feel like, you know, this month or the beginning of this month does create the opportunity for maybe this person to either come back to you with information that you'll need to consider. Or this could be you, Scorpio, coming back to that person with information that they're going to have to really internalize and consider and decide on. I feel like there is going to be a floodgate of emotions that really do open up here. But it'll only come once there's been communication. Okay, so for some of you, I really feel like if there's been like a separation, there's a possible reconciliation coming here with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. That does make sense a little bit, Scorpio, where we do have Venus playing retrograde tag, or, you know, between Libra and Scorpio, you know, for a while. And finally, Venus will go direct, coming out of Scorpio finally in January. And right now, at the time of this reading, Venus is already retrograde in Libra. So it's going to end up going direct in Libra again and going through Scorpio. So there's a lot of Venus in Libra and Scorpio at the end of this month. And I really feel like that does represent in here in this reading with the water sign and the air sign here, Scorpio, if that's your specific situation. So for some of you Scorpios, I really feel like whether you're already partnered and established with this person or whether you guys are in separation, I feel like there was information that came towards you or that will be coming towards you that's just giving you a lot to think about when it comes to your emotions here. It's giving you a lot to consider, okay? A lot to contemplate on, Scorpio. So we'll see what that could be here. In the past, Scorpio, we do have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so Scorpio, I just really feel like either with this person or maybe just someone from your recent past, or it could be this person here if you're already in separation mode. This is saying that there definitely was some well, there definitely could have been some deception, but I won't say it in like I don't feel like I don't really feel like it was like maybe intentional. Okay. Scorpio, I just feel like for you, you may have been holding on to information. For some of you, Scorpio, it's because you're not really opening up to tell your person exactly how it is that you feel. Or if you are, for some of you, I just think that it may not be happening in the way that your partner really wants it to. And if that's the case, there's just this feeling of, Scorpio, it's kind of like this feeling of like you taking without reciprocating, only because it's not that you not willing to reciprocate, Scorpio. I just really feel like there's just a lot of emotions here to really process, a lot of information to process, a lot of emotions to process, and I feel like you have no choice but to really take what you can and process what you can, and maybe leave the rest, whether that's for later or you're just leaving, what you can't. What you physically or what you mentally actually can't take on. That may have been the reason for the separation in the first place, Scorpio, if you're dealing with separation. If you're involved already, I just really feel like there's just some things that just aren't being said, or there were some things that aren't being said, Scorpio, and you probably already know that, which is the reason why you're just, really trying to contemplate maybe this new information that's coming. Okay? So there's definitely some news that's being spoken here. Some hidden news. Some things that, some news maybe that you wouldn't expect to hear, Scorpio, or vice versa. But it's definitely giving you a whole bunch to think about, Scorpio. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, Scorpio, true love. I mean, pure love. Scorpio, I really feel like, if you're dealing with this air sign here, or whomever it is that you're dealing with, I just really feel like there is a lot of love here in this situation, whether this person has so much love for you or you have so much love for them. I feel like here, with it being in the underlying, I feel like for a lot of you Scorpios, you may have already identified this person as somebody who you could see on that soulmate level. Okay. You definitely, have these really, really, really deep feelings, Scorpio, but there's just some hidden things that just really need to be exposed in order for, that emotion to like really be put into action. And not that it isn't, it's just more so, Scorpio, it's like I just feel like you guys are just really internalizing how it is that you feel, and it's like you may be trying to make how you feel more logical, which I know that for Scorpios, I know that you guys definitely do feel things on a very, very deep level here, but I feel like for a lot of you Scorpios, it's like you are logically trying to understand how you feel. The Empress. So we have the Empress card coming crowning here. So Scorpio, this really tells me that like there is like a possibility ringing of some sort of healing, some sort of connection that is still there to be made. Of course, here with the Empress and the Ace of Cups on the top and the bottom in the north and south, then there's Scorpio, you have so much love here. There's so much love. So much love for this person or your person. But why won't you tell them everything, or why didn't you tell them everything? There's like, I feel like you're still holding back. But I just feel like for the first part of November, there's just going to be that news that rushes in that it may not allow you or give you that opportunity to really hold back. It may not give you that opportunity, or you're going to be faced with the opportunity of having to really just pour everything out and let everything go, what you've been feeling, what you've been hiding. And it, in a way, it kind of needs to happen. Not like it's an argument, but it's just it. Whatever truth needs to come out needs to come out, because it's going to bring healing here for both parties. It's going to be able to keep the relationship salvageable, regardless of whether or not you develop that more into a relationship, like a romantic relationship, or you keep it platonic. Scorpio, this could be the person that you plan to have kids with, or you planned to have kids with at one point. For some of you, I just really feel like if that's the case, you may be hearing some news about you being pregnant, or about your partner being pregnant. But with the Seven of Swords being right here, take a DNA test. Sorry. The Knight of Wands. So coming out here in the potential future, we do have the Knight of Wands, Scorpio. So I get a sense as to reason why, Scorpio, like you're really more so just kind of pondering your emotions versus really putting any action towards them. Is because I think that a lot of you, there's a sense here with the Knight of Wands coming up, there's a sense of investment somewhere else, where Scorpio, I think that you may decide to run from some good news, or you may decide not to take the opportunity to really express how it is that you think about the situation. I feel like for some of you Scorpios, there's a sense here of like confidence with your emotions, which makes it easy for you to say, okay, well, you know what, I don't have to commit to this particular thing because I'm getting this particular news, But the news that's coming to you, I don't feel like it's bad. I really feel like, Scorpio, it's an offering to you. It's a news of someone coming to you saying, listen, I have this love and I have this nourishment that I'm willing to offer you. Okay. But I really feel like, Scorpio, a lot of you are going to choose to just really move away from it. Like you're going to choose to, you may entertain it with the Knight of Wands, Scorpio, but you may choose to just keep it as a source of entertainment for the moment. I feel, Scorpio, that you may have already met the person that you feel this real strong and this real strong connection to, this real earthly, but at the same time like water over, like, how can I say it? Like you have already met this person who is very nourishing, of course, to you. But I don't think that some of you understood it, or you don't understand it. And so, in a way here, it's like, okay, you're looking at it like, some of you Scorpios may be looking at it like, okay, I can take advantage of this situation. Or Scorpio, this may be you. You may be looking at it like, okay, you know what? Or they may be looking at it like, you know what? I can take advantage of this situation here. I can get what I need to allow my own personal growth here, but I don't necessarily have to commit. But I feel like, Scorpio, there is maybe a pressure for you to commit, because, again, you may feel all of that from that person, but I think that you're just only interested in picking out what it is from them that gives you that nourishment, and not necessarily working on ways to build the relationship between you and your partner. I don't feel like this is all bad, Scorpio. I just feel like you're just at this moment in the relationship here where you just feel as though you may be just asking yourself, okay, well, what is it that I need now that this person can provide? I mean, it can sound kind of, it does kind of sound a little bit negative, Scorpio. I'm not even going to lie to you. You know, I hate to lie to you guys. I just see it, just say what I see. But, you know, Scorpio, I'm getting a sense of like, I'm getting a sense like of where you're at with someone. Okay, where you're at with someone, or there could be someone that's really on your heart right now that you're really not seeing them for the person that they really are to you. Because there is like this, again, this sense of like you being focused elsewhere. Oh, sorry. I do get the sense of you guys being like focused elsewhere here, interested in other things coming towards the middle of November. Whereas, this air sign, this Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or whomever, maybe, or Taurus, like they may be coming towards you to express to you, listen, this is the idea that I have. This is how we can make this relationship work. I want to be more loving to you. I want to show more love to you. I want to be more open, more, more I want to have this more of a abundant lifestyle with you, Scorpio. But I'm getting the sense that for you, Scorpio, is like you're looking at it and you're like trying to decide, well, am I even really feeling you that much? Because I have my own agenda. So that could be the case for some of you. Sorry. The Seven of Coins, yeah. With the Seven of Coins coming here, that was the card under the deck. I'm really feeling like for a lot of you Scorpios, the Seven of Coins pops up there because, yeah, with the Knight of Wands, you're looking at other options here that you may have been curating to a certain point to see what was going to be the best one to go through. With the Seven of Coins, I really feel like for a lot of you, it's okay. Yeah, you do recognize the value here. You do recognize the abundance here. But Scorpio, I just really feel like for a lot of you, you may have that, or you may possibly have other options where you can receive that. And for a lot of you, you're just really trying to, that's why you're not really, you're just really sitting on your emotions and really thinking about your emotions, really, because you're trying to decide maybe which option or which seed is going to yield the best fruit. So Scorpio, I'm getting, so for me, Scorpio, I'm just really feeling like for some of you, amongst, being in a situation where, it really is a good situation. It really does feel like there's a lot of love here involved, Scorpio. I'm getting the sense where for some of you, it's just like you may even be unsure. You may be unsure, if this is is this the right thing? Is this what I really should go for? Is this what's meant to be? Like, is this the right thing? With the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Coins, Scorpio, I really feel like, of course, you're not letting your partner know that you might have other options out there, that you might have other things out there that can bring you abundance, right? And that this person is just, a choice among many choices. We don't have the Seven of Cups out here, but we do have two other sevens. So there's this vibe here of maybe Scorpio, I feel like for a lot of you, it's like you're very particular about the type of love that is going to come forward to you. And so you may be getting offers from left and right Scorpio, that could be what it is also. You may be getting offers from outside sources. You know, this is a lot of news coming in. So you may be getting offers from a lot of different sources here, and you're just really sitting on like, okay, which one do I really want to take advantage of? That makes sense, being that Venus is in Scorpio, or back and forth in Scorpio and Libra. And I do feel a Libra vibe here. So let's get some more clarification. Let's clarify the west and east side of the spread here. All right, let's get one more good shuffle for Scorpio. Okay, we've got the Eight of Cups and then the King of Cups. Okay. Yeah, Scorpio, this is definitely how I feel about here, how I feel about it, especially with two cards that are kind of representative of that water energy coming out. So yeah, Scorpio, you're definitely in your feelings, right? But if it's not so much like in your feelings in a negative way, it's just more so like there's just a lot of things. There's like a lot of feelings on your mind. Okay. With the Eight of Cups popping out right here, Scorpio, I just really feel like some of you just already know better. You know what I mean? Like for some of you, you feel like, okay, well, you know, you're going to have to walk away from one choice to make the other choice. So for some of you, you really could be holding on to that because, of course, you know, you don't want to express that to the person that has been like giving you a lot of love and giving you a lot of support, you know. For some of you Scorpios, you may be, in fact, expressing that. So I really feel like for some of you Scorpios, it's more so of, oh, wow. Okay. So with the King of Cups being here, I'm getting this vibe here with the King of Cups being here, and you know, later on in the future, this could speak to more of the second part of November, possibly. But I just really feel like there's like this isolation here where you're really like, again, still pondering your feelings, where you had the Knight of Cups doing that. But I feel like here you're doing the same thing. I'm getting it feel like Scorpio, for some of you, you may choose to walk away from your partner, or you may choose to make another choice to a different partner. And in doing that, I really feel like there's still this energy of like this in and out energy where, you know, this partner could be doing the same thing with you, or this new partner that you choose, somebody could be doing that with you as well. Somebody else has options. It may not be, if it's not you that has these options that you've created for yourself, or if it's not you holding on to how you're feeling in the situation, it could be them as well, Scorpio. But with the Eight of Cups and then the King of Cups opposite each other, I'm just really getting this separation vibe, this isolation vibe, Scorpio, where maybe the choice that you make has also made another choice out there as well. Okay, and that could be that news, and that could be the reason why maybe a lot of you are holding on to what it is that you're thinking and how you're feeling, because for a lot of you, you may be waiting for someone else's decision about you, you know, about coming back to you. It could be somebody that you walked away from before, that you still do have a lot of love for, and you're waiting on them to see what they're going to do, to see what they tell you, but you're prepared to go elsewhere as well, Scorpio. I really feel that. So let's see what the romance angels have to add. It's pretty interesting. deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, and then on their side, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay. So for some of you, Scorpio, I just feel like maybe in the past, with the Seven of Swords falling right under this deception, like for some of you in the past, there may have been some things that you held on to that you never really expressed to this person, whether they're coming back around or whether you're dealing with them right now. There's some things that you never really expressed, okay? There's some things that you chose to just kind of, I feel like, turn a blind eye to and just really just work on within yourself, okay? But in doing that, I feel like you may have misrepresented yourself, Scorpio, as like somebody who's not really willing to give that love and give that support that may been expressed to them. Like you're not really willing to reciprocate it. However, I don't feel like it's not you're not willing to reciprocate it, Scorpio. I just think that a lot of you may be putting up a mask because, not that you're trying to lie to this person, but I think it's just protection. It's protection. There may be some things that, triggers from your past that, you just want to protect yourself from. And with worth waiting for here, I just really feel like, when it says divine timing is at work in your love life, that could speak to why the Ace of Cups is here. Okay, why the Ace of Cups is here, and why the Empress card is here, right above and below the very both of you, because there is this connection. There is this connection that you do have, and it is abundant, and it can grow into something beautiful. But the thing about it, Scorpio, is you, I feel like you are like lost in your own, thoughts about the way you feel, which is interesting because usually, you may feel like, well, usually you feel it, and it's not so much logical, Scorpio, but I really feel like a lot of you trying to put your feelings into logic is that may be what's making you feel as though, you're having to, just kind of wear a mask of protection, because logic and strategy in a mental way may be a little bit outside of your element here. And with the King of Cups, yeah, I feel like coming forward into the second half of November, we'll see, but there's the potential here of isolation, but not more so like isolation of, in a negative way or like a re-separation. But if you're already separated, I feel like it won't come together, and you'll be pretty much on your own little island just thinking about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas with this person, right? But if you guys are going to come together, I just really feel like with the King of Cups there, this is saying that you have mastered your emotions in a way to where, the King of Cups doesn't have any issues expressing their emotions, right? But they'd rather just sit back on them. It's a point of growth here, which is what the Empress is about anyway. So you maturing, Scorpio. This could all be, just a lesson here just to teach you some sort of maturity, maybe some sort of responsibility that you have to other people's feelings. So let's see here what the Whispers of Love have to add. What advice can Scorpio take with them while they navigate through this first part of November? Okay, so I think it's like 4 cards. Well, it's your birthday, so we'll take all 4. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. Physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. And then we have, I love you. These are very important words. And then the last card is new love. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. So this is really good advice, Scorpio, because I feel like, Scorpio, this is basically telling you how you can navigate through this energy here that you're experiencing, okay? Because, you know, this is like these two cards here on this side, for you, Scorpio. I mean, it could be for them, but these two cards here coming up, I just feel like for you, Scorpio, it's saying, like, under this deception card, it's like, okay, you know what? You know, try not to, you know, don't, you know, you'll be able to, like, really show who you really are in this relationship, Scorpio. You'll be able to open up more about what's on your mental and how you feel about things. But the way that you probably should most go about doing this, I'm not saying this is for all of you, but the way that you should most go about doing this is, I really feel like it's being maybe a little bit more generous, maybe a little bit more affectionate, you know, showing that partner that I really feel like for some of you Scorpios, your partner could be a little bit disinterested here because they may be tired of waiting on something to grow that they know is there. But they have to wait, right? Because it's worth waiting for. With them, that's what it's saying on this side here. There is love here. There is new love. So we got I love you, and then we got new love. This could be speaking to your person, or maybe you, Scorpio, going to a new situation where you do feel like, you know, love is going to grow a little bit more there. But for a lot of you Scorpios, I just really feel like your person or your partner does have the strength and does have the ability to really wait for you, because they do recognize the love that they have for you, whether it's they're realizing that for the first time, or whether they're realizing that through reconnecting or reconciling with you. Okay? So there's definitely love. There's definitely so much room for growth, Scorpio. I think that for a lot of you, you just kind of have to just come out of that. For some of you, Scorpio, it's like you're having to come out of that mindset of trying to get someone before they get you, in a way. Put away your stinger, Scorpio. I feel like this person that really loves you, they really do love you. They don't have any intentions of hurting you, Scorpio. However, they aren't interested in waiting around for you to make up your mind. But they will. But they have other opportunities to go other elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like they may even wait for you, Scorpio. You know, they're going to wait. They're going to wait for you, Scorpio. They're going to wait for whatever decision that you make. Or maybe they did wait for whatever decision that you made, Scorpio. And if you decided not to go with them and to go forward with something else, I really feel like the opportunity for that to come back around is possible. And you're going to have a chance to really have a do-over with them, if that's what you want. So I'll leave you guys with that, Scorpio. Let me know how this plays out for you in the comment box here. Thanks so much for your likes, subscribes, and comments. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can email me, LuminantLibraTarot@gmail.com. And I'll be more than happy to get you set up, Scorpio. So, yeah, put away that stinger, Scorpio. And I'll see you guys later in the second half of November. Bye.